process now. The geo bag, we checked in item, we haven't received anything, so it's still in the process of being approved. We're expecting for that construction permit to happen anytime. So, and then the park. So, as you know, we're just waiting on Okra approval. We're working through the process. Rob is preparing all the plannings and specifications. As soon as Okra gives the go ahead, we're getting ready for this to go out to bid.
No, we got,
I thought Rob said last month it was gonna go to bids. They're just gonna start the bidding process.
So we get a preliminary date of the end of September, 1st of October to go out to bid.
Yeah.
But it may even go quicker than that. I mean, if Okra says, hey, you guys are funded, you're ready to go, he wants to have the plan, specifications already set. Soon as the go ahead is to move forward.
Chris, is there any update on the USDA funding?
The only update I had was they asked for the updated IDEM construction permit. And that's really that's what we're waiting on right now.
and will you ask Rob or Mike as soon as we get everything approved, if we can get new timelines for like the
Oh, absolutely.
when we got to
Yeah.
have a certain thing
Sure.
done, so next steps, because I know I got all these in my calendar, and I know they're all pushed back by at least a month or more now. So Matt,
For July, 25 calls for service, 16 traffic stops, a couple assist other agencies, a couple background checks. I had 3 criminal arrests, which could turn into 4. I did a drug investigation that turned into a search warrant for residents here in town. We got cocaine and a bunch of guns from their residence. Worked with the drug task force on another drug case. Ended up charging the guy with possession of methamphetamine. Had another arrest for possession of marijuana. And then the other one that might turn into a criminal case was a harassment case that the victim's iffy on whether or not they want the charges there or not. So I also had a arrest for a warrant on somebody at Family Dollar. Our flock camera on 218 got destroyed. They left some DNA evidence there, or I'm hopeful they left DNA evidence. I sent that off to the lab. That's being evaluated, but it's like 6 months, best case scenario, to get lab results back for DNA. So it might be a while before we can do anything with that. But they have already put up a new camera, so it is functional again there.
were you able to save the existing camera?
Well, so I emailed them, and they're not easy to get a hold of necessarily, but I emailed them and said, hey, I have this camera. We can just put it back up. They set a 2-week time frame when they would come to put it up. Never heard back from them. They just hung up a new camera. So I don't know. I'm going to have to get with them and figure out what that's going to look like now.
Okay.
But I'll stay up on that. I also worked a death investigation for somebody that passed away here in town. Gatlin Burton has finally officially came on board. He's worked quite a few shifts now already. Seems like he's doing great so far. So, and then I also had a ton of ordinance contacts. There was 18 that were logged, but some of those were the same people that I had to talk to a couple of times about issues. So that's what I got.
Okay.
Kind of a busy month.
Thank you. Tom.
For the month of July, we ran on 3 fire calls. One of those was a vehicle accident, and 11 EMS calls for a total of 14.
Okay. And I told Pam, but I talked to the trustee this week, the funding for the officers. She got some clarification from the state, so it is going to be paid out of the trustee.
For all the members.
For all the members.
Yeah.
Jeff.
I'm currently working on our 5-year updated wellhead protection plan. It's due by the end of October. I'm going to have a public meeting before it's due in October, at least with the board members here in town, to go over our plan if something would ever happen, like a train derailment or a chemical spill or something like that. I'll also have to have a meeting with Tom and Matt so they can look over the chlorine system at the water house and also know what to do if there's ever a spill or something like that. I hope to have it ready by next month's meeting. The Alliance is going to help come in and just double check everything for me before I submit it, but they're not coming until the end of September, so it may be the October meeting before we actually get to everything.
Do we need to have a special public meeting for that, or is it
We
just
can
part
do
of
it
this
just in a
meeting?
regular
Okay.
meeting. Willie is going to be here hopefully next week to start repairing the roof on the barn. He was here today getting measurements and everything, so that should start soon. We've installed a new water line down at the park. We're just waiting for the ground to settle and get some grass seed put down and some stone around the new line. And we had a check valve that went out at the water plant on a Friday evening. That has been replaced and repaired today, so that's all good to go. That's all I've got.
Are we all update on the road grants that are coming up due? Are we gonna apply for one?
We have not resubmitted for that yet.
When is the deadline?
October, I believe. I have to get quotes from E&P paving and do a bunch of paperwork, so it hasn't been done yet.
Okay.
Park.
We've got finally our fourth member of the park board, Pastor Susan Shambo, if you guys want to vote on her,
Or the Methodist Church?
Yeah.
Okay.
as far as our fourth member.
Jordan, it's just one vote, simple pass? Okay. I'll make a motion to appoint Susan Shambo to fill, which spot is it? Which term is it?
I don't have it.
I'm not sure, I have to tell you.
It's the empty spot, whatever that empty
Yeah.
spot is in that term. I don't know if that would be Dan's.
I got Dan's spot.
It'd be the lady on the late one.
Oh, it would be the
Jody.
I believe it's the 4-year term.
4-year term?
Yeah,
Okay.
Jody's term, whatever it was.
Okay, so the rest of that term, I'll make a motion to appoint Susan Stambaugh for the park board.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
And the current scoreboard is in, all the wiring's run. Trent's been really busy, so when he gets a chance, get it hooked up and wired up and ready to go. And the old scoreboard, I've got it in my garage. I've put about $50 in bulbs in it so far. And if everything goes right, I'm gonna sell that and use the money for the new fence. I figure we get about $1,500 out of it with the controller and everything, and that'll go towards the fence. And then on August 27th, the Lions Club is sponsoring the Upside Down Breakfast, and that's all that money's going for the fence there. And then as far as quotes, Hoosier Fence come in about 2,000 less with the additional we've added on both sides than anybody else. And so they look good as far as a quote for that. And then if everything goes good and we get the scoreboard sold and we go good with breakfast, the Lions Club has a grant, we understand it, developed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for $2,000.
And we can look at doing that and then see where we're at as far as the fence down there.
Just make sure when we get all the money into Pam that it's all put aside for that
Mhm.
reason, to kind of keep it separated. Okay,
Are they-
And I think that's it as far as there's really nothing else going on down
I
there.
don't know. I assume it's here.
John, I would like to interject in that.
Okay.
Hugh Cook came in last week and said that the IWF on the state level and the IWF here in town are going to make 2 separate donations to the park.
Correct.
And one of the donations will be earmarked for the ball field.
Yes.
And that'll be maybe sometime in October.
Yes.
Wow,
That would
good.
be nice. That'll-
Those go
that'll put us
to
there.
community foundation,
Okay, so that's,
but they can be earmarked
okay.
for the,
That's what I'm.
That's what we weren't sure if
Oh,
it
That's
went
what I, no,
separate
that's what
or
I said to
community
him. I said,
foundation,
no,
so.
just go to the community
and
foundation.
they're
So-
gonna
Yeah.
be featuring the park in their quarterly newsletter for investors who,
Okay.
so that'll be coming up. I'll send it out.
Okay.
Great.
And then the baseball group has got probably around a little over $3,000 that we're talking to them about getting put in there too. So it'll all be there.
Okay,
Good deal.
very good. Alliance,
I don't have anything Alliance directly or discuss, but I do have some stuff about the town seal.
okay?
So.
Yeah.
We did a contest.
Wow.
So the way this worked is this, we used a survey tool. So when people got it, they actually switched the images back and forth. So it wasn't always on the left, always on the right. So that we knew those were the answers. So the 2603, which was, and everything has been identified by a number. The only 2 people who know who the people are myself and Tracy and the artists themselves. So we've kind of kept that as I wouldn't say confidential, but it's a point of.
Yeah, we don't know.
Nobody needs
No
to
clue.
know. So at this point, and there was some conversation from Facebook, so town needs to kind of decide what you want to do. Those are concept drawings. If you wanted to engage an artist to say, here's the concept, go draw it, that's fine. If you wanted to use them as is, there's probably some things from copyright to make sure that this is the image of the town.
Sure.
But the artists, the people who've submitted them have provided releases. So that's kind of either you can adopt it as is, you can say, no, I want it. This is the concept and we want to have somebody, not my thing. I'm just telling you, everybody liked the one that had like a picture, street picture on it. So there was 2, one that had just small emblems.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know enough for anything.
So I think I guess the best way to do it would be to adopt it as the concept and then make sure that it's,
Yeah,
everything's
you're going to
covered.
adopt it as a concept, and at that point you'll own the image, and then either they know we'll need to have it
Get it
because at some
approved
point they'll
and-
need to. Jordan will be
Yeah.
able to say, yep, you're good to go. No, you're
Very
not.
nice.
But at this point, my answer is
Do they wanna
my
see
role
it?
here's done.
You can pass it around if you want.
That's the take home after that. I
Yeah,
think
so
both
it's,
of them are very, very good.
Yeah.
so 2603 on this is the winner with 67%.
Yeah,
of
there
the
was
vote.
109 votes. With the survey was set where you could only vote once. There are some technical ways that you could bypass that if you really wanted to work hard at it, but we tried to make it as some of you couldn't stuff the ballot box, for lack of a better term. It's a thing, okay?
I know, people should have better.
I can't tell you from where they were from. I presume they were all in LaFontaine because it got posted on the LaFontaine town website. But I think it was a fairly good, turnout and fairly good. It wasn't real close. It was a pretty good representation one way or the other.
Okay.
So any other questions?
I don't have any questions. I
I
think
got the other graphic that you wanted to use as part of the letterhead. The only thing that I'd tell you is you probably want to look to make sure from ADA compliance, but you should be able to do subtext underneath it. So you have LaFontaine in an odd font. You need to have the word LaFontaine, Town of LaFontaine in regular text someplace else, and that's because of ADA readers of a
oh yeah.
image visual. It's really big in websites. Also needs to be on any document that you just need to have it in a regular standard font so that somebody who's visually impaired who's doing a document reader can read the document. Most AI can read it now without it. So
Okay.
any other questions?
I don't think so. I think
Thank
no updates from the mural. We're trying to raise money at this point. We pretty much have everything all set, so that's kind of where we're at.
Just a little short, so, okay. I suppose we can vote on just to approve it, so. You wanna do that,
You
or?
want to do it immediately? Okay, judge it as a, what is it?
As a sealed concept.
A
Sealed
sealed
concept.
concept. I make a motion, we accept this 2603 number, the Town of LaFontaine seal as a, say it again,
Concept.
concept. I just did that.
I'll
wrong.
second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Do we know who did it?
Yes.
Do you want to tell us?
Okay. The 2603 was done by Pam Whitener.
Oh, very good, very good.
2606 was done by Maria Smith.
Okay.
And
Sorry.
That's fine.
the one that you adopted for the letterhead was done by Bailey Roberts.
Okay,
Oh,
all right. Well, thanks everybody for putting that in.
yeah.
So yeah, we tried to protect that. So there was no.
Sounds good, thank
So will
you.
they know that they were the winners then?
Well, they do now.
That's true.
On YouTube. I
Okay.
assume
Let 'em
we're
know that
on
they're
YouTube, I
watching.
don't know if they're, but somebody will tell them. Wendy's not here for the library.
Oh, you already did mine.
Okay. Pam,
All the banks are reconciled and balanced. We received $4,462.41 from Alliance for Jeff's wages. That was the balance of the allotted money for his training. We had submitted, I think, $14,000, but we had used, there was a limited number for his training, so that was the balance of it. We received that. We have started positive pay and remote capture with Beacon Bank. Positive pay allows us to review all the checks and ACH debits from our account before they're paid, which will guard against fraud, check laundering, and that kind of thing. Remote capture allows us to deposit checks and money orders electronically, and it is a relatively easy process, and I think it'll be a great asset for us and a good layer of extra protection against fraud. Tracy and I attended a meeting with Fry Software. It does seem to be much user-friendly than Keystone, but they have not sent us a quote yet, so we still don't have anything to compare. The MUS meeting is scheduled for August 25th with Wabash County officials. That's all the information I've received about it. I don't know a time or place. Has anyone else heard anything?
I have not
Time or
heard.
place.
Okay. My DLGF meeting is scheduled for August 20th at 8:30. I would like to have our budget meeting on the 8th or 9th of September at 4:30, if that will work for you. It
September 8th
will
or 9th.
probably be kind of a long meeting. Or we could do 2 shorter meetings, whatever.
What day is that? I'm not looking on.
Tuesday is the 8th, Wednesday is the 9th. I can do either. If I'm doing Tuesday, I just need to be home by 7. Got fantasy
Well, if we
football
started
draft.
at 4:30, 5:30, that sure works enough time.
I don't want to miss that fantasy football draft.
What?
I won't be able to make it that day. I will be with the Alliance.
On the 8th?
So should we do
So do you
the
want to do it on the 9th? Are you available on the 9th?
I'll be available.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Is Matt
4:30?
available on the 9th?
Matt, 4:30?
I think so, yeah, that should be fine.
We had 17 meters that did not read for the August billing. I reached out to Josh with Midwest Meter, and he was very helpful to identify what the problems were. We identified 9 accounts that we know what the problem was, and it looks like 8 of the accounts are just not moving over from our from Beacon into our Keystone billing, or vice versa, Keystone billing into Beacon. So that is a Keystone issue that we will see if we can address with them this week. Hopefully we'll get all of that resolved by our September billing. I think we had two or three meters that still need to be replaced, and others we had like 3 meters that had the same radio reads. So, those are simple fixes. So we're getting there. And Josh and Matt have both been very helpful. Matt's been in the office twice since we met with them. So they seem to be very helpful. So that's all I have. The bills for approval were changed since I emailed it to you. The last 3 on the list were added. I forgot to put those on there. And you have a copy of that?
So the updated total is 13,927.79.
Correct.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the bills for approval for $13,927.79.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
And no adjustments this month.
Okay. No old business, no new business. That's it.
I got a couple of questions.
Yes.
One's for Jeff. Which roof were you talking about you getting replaced or repaired?
On the barn out back behind the utility
Good.
building.
Got a question for Matt. Is he still back?
Yeah, I'm here.
On these spot cameras, I've been reading up on those. Does the town have an ordinance that covers who can access that data, what it can be used for, and who secures it?
So we don't have an ordinance for the town that's in place for that.
Maybe something to think about. Maybe.
Sure.
Talk to Jordan.
I don't think we need an ordinance because they're only allowed, or they can only be accessed by him. So,
Well, I just been seeing on the news, it's a big deal because there are people accessing and
well, those are,
for personal use.
what you're seeing is other states
Mhm.
that are friendly to the people that are against the flock are contacting departments and they're buying the information nationally.
Oh,
That's a big problem. That's a flock problem, not a law enforcement. That's a law enforcement problem too in the area that's happening. But
Flock cameras in general are a problem.
well, everybody's got their opinion.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Yep.
I do.
Just something to think about.
Okay,
My
yeah.
next question is, go ahead. You can do it. I still have one more question.
Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, go ahead.
My next question is, on my utility bill for this month, I got it, and it said it was read on the 17th, and I guarantee it wasn't.
okay.
So unless I was one of the ones that she just mentioned, and I checked my house and my rental property and some others in town, and yet you didn't read me on the 17th.
Okay.
So if you claim you're reading them from the 18th to the 17th and you're not doing that, that's kind of fraud. Because
Okay.
You're portraying you're sending a bill.
Jay, I have the
You're not-
reports that they were read on the 17th.
Then why
It is
doesn't-
not fraud.
Then why doesn't the,
I
I
have no
don't know.
idea, but they were read on the 17th.
Okay. So again, I don't think that's a issue for the board to deal with. I think that's an issue that the clerk can handle by calling in and talking to them to find out what the issue is. But we also have an issue with the late agenda requests. I think you put the rule in place Thursday at noon for the week previous.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we're going to stick to that Thursday at noon. If you want to be on the agenda, be here Thursday by noon to put it on the agenda. So,
And we'll need to know a reason.
Yeah, no
We
reason.
used to always want to know a reason.
yeah,
So-
we never did, the clerk never did, the same clerk never did.
well,
we did it. We did it for
Never
years.
had Never had a reason, so we could check it.
well,
Okay, yeah, just so we can be
Yeah.
more knowledgeable when we going into a meeting.
but I think on bills, unless there's something crazy that we need to approve, I think that's just a question you can call in here and talk to her about. So,
I can show you on the reports that they were read on the 17th if you'd like to see them.
Yeah, can you show me tonight, because I'll show you what I'm looking at. on
No, I can't
911.
show them to you tonight, but I'll be glad to find them and show them to you.
Okay, I'll be down tomorrow.
Okay.
First thing.
okay.
He has one more thing.
Yes.
Jay, was that good for you though? Is that good?
The drain on Ashland, still plugged up. It's like a swamp.
We haven't had time to get
Yeah,
to
we
it
can,
yet.
I just wanted to.
Making repairs all day today.
And he was talking about the voting, the beacon voting. Has anybody ever heard anything about that since it closed?
Well, in the
By
park,
the end of August, I'm supposed to get an email.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought I sent that to you.
No, I haven't heard any updates on where anything stands on that. Hopefully we finished good.
Well, they never, I probably ought to check because they didn't ever let me know that we were in, I submitted it and we were in the, they never let me know we were in the running. So I didn't know it until I saw it on Facebook. So I don't know how far.
In the past, when I've done it for like the museum and other things, they just put you in there, and then at the end, the lady calls the 3 winners. I think there's 3 winners.
Wonderful. Yeah.
They'll just call.
I'm just not used to
I know.
how that
Yeah,
works
I
sometimes.
didn't apply this time for somebody, but in the past when we've done it,
Now I know.
they'll call you if you're a winner.
If they don't call.
You don't get in. So when did you say by the end of August?
I think they said the end of August.
Yeah. It's a great program. We appreciate them.
Okay, anything else? Make a motion to adjourn? All in favor?
Aye.
Do I have
Opposed?
to accommodate him?
Pam, you got those bills?
If you want me to be part of the